Hey everyone, it's Mark, and today we're taking a look at a sovereign citizen who attempts the usual sovereign citizen script, and to the surprise of nobody, he gets arrested. Let's roll the video.
Alright, I've already been talking to the officer for probably 2 minutes. I just got my camera out. There is a manager on the way.
So why won't you give me your license?
Why do I have an obligation? Have I done anything wrong?
Okay, I pulled you over because you don't have your vehicle inspected.
Who says this vehicle has to be inspected?
State of New Hampshire.
I've revoked my contracts.
With what?
With the state.
That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
Oh yeah?
I'm no longer contracted with the state.
If you revoke your contract with the state, you can't be driving on this road without a release.
I have a right to travel on the public ways.
Okay, and in order to travel on a public way, you have to have your vehicle.
No, you do not.
Registered.
I do not have to contract with the state.
Okay. All right. We'll see. My supervisor's on his way.
All right.
Well, you can tell he's definitely a graduate of YouTube University. Let's see that YouTube degree in action.
So I bet you this is your first stop you've had to deal with this stuff, isn't it?
Yep. It's okay though, you're under arrest. I'm gonna need you to step out of the car.
And for what are the charges?
You did not give me your license registration, disobeying a police officer.
And is that the actual RSA that says that?
A police officer, yes.
Can you actually read me what the RSA says?
Once we go to the station.
Once I go to the station?
Yep.
Why not right now? Because that's one of the charges.
I'm not going back to my car to pull out my book and read you a statute.
Well, you want me to give you some form of identification just because you said to do it.
Hand it over.
And no, I'm not.
Okay. All right.
I haven't harmed anybody. I have no requirement to do anything.
All right. Like I said, my supervisor's on his way.
Okay, I'm just
We'll go from there.
figured loosen up some tension between the two of us. It's nothing personal.
Okay, that's fine. Hey, I'm not upset. I'm just doing my job.
If I had to take a guess, I would say that this officer is waiting for backup to remove this sovereign citizen from the car.
A few minutes later.
How we doing?
Open this door.
Can you tell me a reason why?
He wants to see your license registration.
Do I have an obligation?
Yes, you do. You stop for a moment.
Any chance that you could inform me who you are by chance, your rank? Any chance you could tell who the other are?
Door right now.
What obligation do I have?
You're stopped for a motor vehicle violation. You refuse
Okay.
the license.
A violation?
Open this door.
Now, with a violation, have I committed a crime?
Open this door.
No, for my own safety and protection right now, I please no harm.
Open this door.
Where have I done harm?
You're refusing to show a license. Now open this door.
What obligation do I have?
It's a lawful order. You're refusing to provide your license, so the officers 100% have the right to tell you to step out of your vehicle.
Have I done any harm to anybody?
The officer asked you for a license.
He asked. He started demanding to me, and I'm trying to find out what have I actually done to harm anybody.
Yeah. Let's go. I said open this door. You are under arrest.
For what?
Disobeying a police officer. Open this door.
What obligation have I done to harm anybody?
You're refusing to show a license. You are under arrest for disobeying. Open this door.
Excuse me, can you stop being... Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am. What have I... You're being very loud and violently towards me.
Yeah, you start talking to him.
How we doing?
Can you talk to you for a second?
We can talk through the window. Just to let you know you are being recorded.
It's fine. I'm not threatening you or anything.
It just, I don't know what she was getting so violent towards me, Tor.
Listen.
You know.
Listen. You've been stopped for a motor vehicle infraction.
Okay. 1 minute I'm telling it's a law. Now I'm telling it's a violation. Now I'm telling it's a fraction.
For a motor vehicle. I don't know what the officer said. Inspection sticker. Okay?
Okay.
Even if you don't feel it's constitutionally right, you don't have a right to a license. It's a privilege. So you have to exhibit.
And if it's a privilege, that's something that I beg for, I ask for when I put an application in.
Right. But you have to show it upon the request of an officer.
Have I done anything wrong to harm anybody?
You have an expired inspection sticker, which is a violation of New Hampshire state law.
That's actually a revised statute and act. That's not a law. That's a legislative act.
Right.
So can you please not try to inform me wrongly?
I'm trying to explain something to you, though.
And
it has a legal reason to stop you.
And I operate under lawful jurisdiction. I'll let you know right now, since I wasn't able to tell the other officers, and you're actually being very communicative, and I appreciate this. I operate in a common law jurisdiction.
Okay. I understand common law jurisdiction.
Do you?
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell me the difference between the common law and a statutory?
Based on the Magna Carta, the original law implanted by the English.
Well, partly true. It's still actually represented by the government of the United States and of New Hampshire too. It says so right in the top. Right in the New Hampshire Constitution. Right in the New Hampshire Constitution, it does say legislative and common law.
Right.
So I'm notifying that I'm operating under common law right to travel, which means I can go anywhere unless I cause harm to somebody.
Right.
And I'm refusing not to be under a legislative act.
In order to drive, you have to have certain things with your car. One of them is to have the vehicle inspected.
Why is this officer even having this discussion with the sovereign citizen? The other officers have already informed the sovereign citizen that he was under arrest. Just remove him from the car already.
No, it is not.
You do have to have a vehicle.
No, I don't.
So you're telling me you don't need to have an engine or headlights or anything like that in the car?
That's not what I said. Do not try to misinterpret what I said and put stuff in.
I'm trying to...
No, I take very care of this vehicle where I do maintain it.
You, though, one of the requirements of the state is an inspection sticker.
That is of the state.
Right. It's a requirement.
And the state is a legal fiction.
Of traffic... Of the traffic statutes of the state.
And the state is a legal fiction. The state does not really exist as a physical entity. The state is a legal fiction. And that only exists if I contract with you guys.
Okay, but you do a contract when you get a license, do you not sign something?
Yes, but I revoked those contracts. I no longer operate under them.
You don't have a license?
No, I don't operate with a license.
You don't have a license?
I don't operate with a license.
Just because you say you revoked your license doesn't mean it's true. In all 50 states, you need a driver's license to operate a motor vehicle on a public roadway. So basically, if you really don't have a driver's license, that's just another charge.
I'm not operating in that capacity.
No, but you don't operate.
I don't operate under that capacity. No, I don't. Why do I need to register? I don't even have to be telling you any of this right now. If anything, I'm testifying against myself right now.
Like I said, one of the things, though, that non-existent entity of the state actually still has jurisdiction.
Yes, if I contract with you guys. I'm not contracted. You guys put your emergency light on for emergency situation.
Correct.
Where did I do an emergency situation?
You were traveling on the roads.
That's I'm no longer contracted. If the vehicle's no longer registered under a current registration, that contract is voided.
The place to make these ridiculous arguments is in court, not on the side of the road, and I really think the court is just gonna laugh at these ridiculous arguments anyway.
So,
well, this is the whole reason this whole thing, and I'm trying to explain is, that is why you were stopped. The expired.
Okay.
And that is why the officer stopped you.
Okay, and now I'm trying to find out from you, why do these emergency lights be on if that's not an emergency, if that's in a violation?
Because the officer stopped you for that reason. The lights are for one reason, is emergency, doesn't necessarily...
This is not emergency. Okay, sorry, I apologize.
The lights are also an emergency to advise other motorists, like let's say a tractor trailer came around here, they'll see the lights, they'll go around it. Should those lights not be activated, they can plow right into you, should plow them into me.
And who says that? That's a possibility. That doesn't mean it's going to happen.
Oh, it doesn't, but it's one of these things that, due to those
this is not an emergency situation.
Entities that humans have created, like insurance, you know, that part of capitalism that's been created, like insurance companies and lawsuits.
Okay, and what's that have to do with this exact moment in time right now, where an emergency lights have been put on?
If we don't have emergency lights on our cars, and something was to happen, let's say a truck was to drive around this corner and hit you, hit our car, push into you, and something was to happen to you.
Well, see, in the first place, if the cop just came up here and said, when we spoke, and said, all right, I have no contract with the state in that form, then I'm not under your legal jurisdiction at the moment, then why am I still doing here in the first place?
Well, that's the whole reason.
Is because I'm still being stopped unlawfully.
You do have...
I'm speaking at the moment. Can I speak now?
By all means, quiet.
I'm under the common law jurisdiction. And since I didn't get to inform the other officer, we could have avoided all this issue right now. And we could have been off of this dangerous place right now. I'm only still here because all you guys are here. And I've informed you of what my rights are and what I've done. And I really don't like you guys yanking on my door handles when they're locked. It could cause damage to my vehicle.
How many times do the officers have to inform you that you're under arrest? You're not going to be traveling anywhere but to jail.
You don't see me coming to your vehicles and yanking on the door handles. You know, I feel like you guys want respect. You know, I know your job is probably not easy, dealing with assholes all day. You know what? But I just wish you guys could respect my rights when I try to notify you.
We're respect your rights, but we're trying to understand that there is even though you yourself as a person might not recognize.
Excuse me, I'm feeling very threatened by her right now because the way she first came up to me and was very hostile.
Okay, well,
is any chance she could go back by the other cop cars? You know, it'd be appreciated on my end. You know, I haven't done anything wrong here, and now I got 4 people around me, yanking on the doors, banging on the windows.
The officer said he needed to... The reason why we're here, we're just trying to remedy the situation.
Yeah, and
so your philosophy?
It's not really a philosophy, it's my own constitution.
Well, your own constitution is about philosophy.
Well, then that would make the state of New Hampshire, that legal entity, now a philosophy as well.
Unfortunately, it's a kind of existing reality. Would you say not?
So you're trying to use the legal term de facto, in effect, but illegitimate.
Well, for now, until such a time, it's still legitimate.
So we have no actual factual evidence. We have...
But you have a valid license, correct?
Am I operating in that capacity?
If you're driving a car in the state of New Hampshire...
I'm not driving, I'm traveling. I'm going to and from where I want to go. And I haven't caused harm to anybody.
You're traveling by driving on a public roadway, so yes, you do need a valid driver's license.
But you have to have certain... there's reasons when you're operating a car that has license plates and an inspection sticker in the state of New Hampshire, and it is expired, the officer has a reason to stop you.
Okay.
He's exercising his rights to stop you.
Well, my rights are inherent from birth.
Correct.
Why do I have to ask for rights? Why do I have to put an application in for rights and privileges when I'm born with them?
Well,
when I put that application for a driver's... Excuse me, can I...
Yeah, go ahead, by all means.
When I put that application in, I want to have a contract with the state for certain privileges and benefits.
Correct.
Well, I'm refusing those benefits and the privileges.
But therefore you can't drive then.
No, that is wrong.
You can't drive.
I might not know. Actually, in a legal definition, yes, I cannot drive. That is a form of commerce. Traffic is a form of commerce. I may travel by any means possible. And if I do harm, then I am liable.
You are traveling, though, but you're traveling in a vehicle which has an engine, which has an expired registration. Should you be
okay
on the street and this officer stopped you, then you can say, I don't want to...
Well, since this vehicle has a motor in it and it has all this stuff, well, what about bikes that have directionals and stoplights? Well, I mean, pedal bikes. And then what about horses or people walking? And they're on the...
There might be certain rules and regulations governing that. There are rules and regulations.
So rules and regulations, you guys are just saying there were laws. What is that now?
In the same category.
In a legislative mind, if I contract. I haven't contracted.
But the whole thing is...
And if there's any form of contract that does go on right now, is against my will and against my rights. It's under protest and duress. I will notify you that all right now. And I did ask this great officer right here if he would get someone in a manager position. And I feel...
You have somebody that is a recognized person in the artificial entity of the sovereign state.
This is Sergeant Brett.
How we doing, Sergeant?
Doing good. So?
Well, a little interesting moment, let's just say.
Look, I understand. I've been standing back here listening to the officers, okay?
Yeah.
I understand your point of view. But the state of New Hampshire, the laws are you need to produce a license, okay?
Okay.
If you choose not to do so, you are under arrest.
And what for exactly? Can you actually read me what the actual legislative acts are so I can be well informed?
Disobey is if you fail to produce a license on a motor vehicle stop against...
Can you tell me what the actual RSA number is? Because just to inform you, you are being recorded, and I'm doing this so I can double check on this. I've read the legislative acts of New Hampshire.
Yep, okay. So then you should know that you have to produce a license at this point.
No, I don't. That's if I contract and I operate in that capacity. And I've tried to inform all these other officers that I refuse that benefits, and I do not want to contract with you, and I've caused no harm to anybody.
Just say you're driving the state of New Hampshire and there are laws.
I'm traveling.
Okay, so you can step out of the vehicle right now, okay?
I refuse to.
I understand the cops are trying to be patient with this guy, but I'm starting to feel like these officers are being a little too patient. This sovereign citizen should have been arrested about 10 minutes ago.
I'm under my threat of being harmed right now by you guys.
I'm not gonna harm you in any way, shape, or form.
You're gonna arrest, you're gonna take me away from my daily functions right now.
Yes, we are.
You're gonna put handcuffs on me, you're gonna put me back in a car. How is that not gonna be harming me?
You are under arrest, so you can...
That is gonna cause harm on me.
You can step out voluntarily. Okay, I don't want to damage your property, okay, because I'm sure you work hard, okay? But you are under arrest right now, okay? So you can voluntarily step out, but we're going to make entry into your truck.
And how are you going to make entry into my truck? Please tell me.
If you're not going to step out, I'm going to break the window to get into your truck. Okay? I do not want to have to do that.
And how have I caused harm here? You're threatening to damage my property right now.
Okay, so you're coming one way or the other. You are under arrest. So you can step out voluntarily. I do not want to damage your truck. Okay? But we told you you're under arrest. You can step out. We have a legal right to arrest you. Step out of the vehicle voluntarily. Okay? Well, we're going to break the window and we're going to get entry into the car.
All right. So you will take all legal liability and lawful liability. Can I please get your name and badge number?
I'll absolutely give you all that.
Right now so I can have it.
My badge number is 59.
59?
Yep.
All right. I do have a weapon on me. I will remove it safely and put it on the dash.
Please do. Thank you.
I will put a knife as well.
Thank you.
I'm operating under protest and duress.
Okay.
I would like my camera to still be rolling on me.
Absolutely.
At the whole time.
I have no problem.
I would like to keep it with me for my own protection.
Absolutely.
I will remove myself from my vehicle. I would like to have my vehicle towed by Avalanche Towing and Recovery.
I can do that. That's not a problem.
If it does not get towed by Avalanche Towing and Recovery, you are responsible for the fees.
Who the hell does this guy think he is to make these requests? Like really, just get out of the vehicle.
I got no problem with that.
Okay.
Okay.
And I am operating a protest and duress. Can this please be put on the record?
That you're protesting the arrest?
A protest and duress.
It's hard for me to hear you because of the window, so I apologize.
I'll put it down just a little bit. I'm reaching down, just turn it down a little bit. I'm operating under protest and duress.
Okay, absolutely.
And I please would like that to be put on the record.
Absolutely.
It is on my camera, and I would like to have it so none of my camera gets altered at all.
We're not gonna alter your camera. It's your property. okay?
All right. I appreciate it. I'm now going to put my weapon on the dash.
Please do.
Then followed by my
Just use one
knife.
hand, please, with it. Okay.
My right arm, I do have medical issues with my right arm, so I have limitations.
Yep.
And I cannot be in cold weather very long.
Officer on the other side, what you doing so you don't surprise her, okay? Robin, he's going to remove a weapon off of this person and put it on the...
Two of them, a knife and a firearm.
Knife and a firearm, okay?
All right.
Yep. Okay.
I have these weapons. They're under a lawful contract for myself.
That's fine. Yep.
I'm going to put the window up so it makes sure it's up that it doesn't cause damage to my vehicle later.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Now going after the knife. All right, I'm reaching for the door locks. I'm reaching for the door locks. I will step out on my own and I will turn around on my own. Please do not cause me any physical harm. Please don't cause me violent harm.
Absolutely not.
I have post-traumatic stress. I will let you, so please let me turn around on my own. I'll put my hand, can I please have my hands in front of my back due to my hands in front due to limitations, my right shoulder, due to an injury?
Yeah, but we're going to have to put a belt on you too, okay? Just to make sure, okay?
All right, I appreciate it.
Yep. Thank you, sir. He's just going to make sure you don't have anything else on you, okay?
Actually, I forgot, I do carry a knife in my shorts pants, which is in my front groin section.
Okay.
I've just remembered about that.
Thank you.
If you want, right there, you just, if you would like, I can remove it from you. There's a few warming layers on, so.
Okay, thank you.
Let's put it on a dash for me, alright?
Yep. Actually, I won't want to reach again near that weapon because I don't want to become.
Okay.
Anything in the other pockets?
I have a wallet. I have cell phones.
The keys?
I think I have a set of keys.
Just gonna put these right here for now, okay?
Alright.
Where's your wallet?
Should be in the lower left pocket.
Right here? Like that.
There's also 2 cell phones in there.
Right here. Anything in this pocket? Anything else on you?
Nope.
Anything in your belt line?
Nope.
Lift your foot for me?
Say, I can't hear what you're saying.
Lift your foot for me? Can't do anything?
Yeah, you can
Nope.
I was checking up on.
Anything in your hat?
Nope.
Donnie, grab the transport belt, please.
He's gonna get a belt. Put your hands down. We're gonna put a belt so we can handcuff you in the front, okay?
Alright, thank you. Is there any chance I can pull my sweatshirt over my head? I have very poor circulation. I only have one artery that feeds my hands.
Yep, that's fine, absolutely.
Thank you.
You gotta look in your wallet and see if you have your ID, okay?
Alright.
Do you have a New driver's license?
I choose not to answer that question.
Do you want me to bring this with you so you can have it?
I would appreciate if you could bring my cell phones too, just that way I could get myself a ride later.
Alright. What I'll do is I'll put them in my pocket, okay?
Alright.
And I'll put them in the...
You gonna put a belt around it, okay?
Alright.
It's on a 73.
Right one first? Yeah.
I'm gonna have to do it under
Just be gentle. I don't have a lot of skin there. Perfect.
Double lock them if you don't tighten up on you.
No problem.
This sovereign citizen got arrested to the surprise of absolutely no one. Well, except maybe himself. And why did he have so many weapons on him? This is the type of person who, in my opinion, shouldn't have any weapons on them whatsoever. As always, I would like to give a huge shout out to all my channel members for your support. All of you are awesome. If you would like to become a channel member, you should see a join button, and I've left a link in the description. Channel members receive early access to brand new videos and shoutouts at the end of every video. That's gonna do it for this video. Thank you all for watching, and be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.